Welcome to Tiny Me TV. Today we're going to learn the skeleton system. The 22 bones that make up the cranium, or skull, are separated into two regions, the viscerocranium, which forms the face, and the neurocranium, which protects the brain. Additionally, the skull facilitates neurovascular communication between intracranial and extracranial anatomy, and supports tendinous muscle attachments. Maxilla. One of the most important viscerocranium structures of the skull is the maxilla, or upper jaw. It retains the upper teeth, aids in mastication and communication, and plays a crucial role in the development of the orbit, nose, and palate. The largest and strongest bone in the human skull is the mandible. It is situated inferior to the maxilla and is referred to as the lower jaw. It is made up of a pair of rami that extend upward to form the temporomandibular joint and a horseshoe-shaped body that houses the teeth. Your clavicle collarbone is a thin bone that runs from your sternum to your shoulder blade. It connects your arm to your body. The bone that joins the clavicle to the humerus is called the scapula or shoulder blade. The rear of the shoulder girdle is formed by the scapula. It is a strong, triangular, flat bone. Ribs. A bone that helps protect the heart and lungs. That is joined to the sternum and vertebrae. The lowest part of the trunk, the pelvis, is situated between the lower limbs and the abdomen. The antebrachium is made up of the radius and the ulna, two of the long bones of the forearm. One of the two big forearm bones, the other being the ulna, is the radius, sometimes known as the radial bone, each of a number of tubular bones that run between the wrist carpal bones and each digit of the forelimb inland vertebrates. That is, the metatarsal bones of the foot is called a metacarpal. Phalanges. The 14 bones that are located in each foot's toe as well as each hand's finger. The patella is your kneecap. It's the bone at the front of your knee joint. One of the two bones that make up the leg is the tibia. Compared to the fibula, it is much bigger and stronger as the weight-bearing bone. Tarsals are a group of 7 asymmetrical bones. They are located close to the ankle on the proximal side of the foot. The metatarsals serve to join the phalanges and tarsals. The forefoot bones known as the metatarsals link the base of the 5-foot phalanges to the distal portions of the cuneiform medial, intermediate, and lateral and cuboid bones, located on the lateral side of the tibia. The fibula is a long bone of the lower leg. The tibia is considerably larger and thicker than the fibula. It starts at the knee joint, directly behind the tibial head, and travels along the lateral portion of the leg to the ankle joint. The femur is your thigh bone. It's the longest, strongest bone in your body. It's a critical part of your ability to stand and move. The carpal bones are the wrist bones that join the bases of the 5 metacarpal bones in the hand to the distal ends of the radial and ulnar bones of the forearm. The triangle bone directly below the lumbar vertebrae is called the sacrum. The sacrum is a single, massive bone made up of 5 connected segments. These vertebrae fuse together to create a single bone in the months leading up to birth, which serves as the pelvic center and the base of the spine. The humerus, sometimes referred to as the upper arm bone, is a lengthy bone that extends from the shoulder blade or scapula to the elbow. The sternum is a partially T-shaped vertical bone that forms the interior portion of the chest wall centrally. The sternum is divided anatomically into 3 segments: manubrium, body, and xiphoid process. The sternum connects the ribs via the costal cartilages forming the interior rib cage. The individual bones of the spine are the vertebrae. These are the building blocks of the spinal column. The vertebrae protect and support the spinal cord. They also bear the majority of the weight put upon your spine. The body of each vertebra is the large, round portion of bone. Thanks for tuning in with Tiny Me TV. Subscribe to my channel for more videos.